Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would do something a little different. I wanted to talk to you guys about something serious. I've been holding it in for quite some time, and I haven't been feeling like myself lately. I haven't even talked about this with anyone, not even my close friends or family. So I've been noticing some changes, specifically with my body. My clothes haven't been fitting me the same. I'm always craving so much food. Every time I look into the mirror, I see something that's not actually what it seems. I always think to myself, am I fat? I'm so scared of the way I look. Am I attractive? Am I too skinny? I'm always so hungry. Why can't I look like my friends? Why don't my clothes fit right? I'm always craving so much food, but then the next day, I want it out of my system right away. Why is my body being like this? Sometimes, late at night, when I know everyone's asleep, I go down to the kitchen and eat whatever I can find. I eat and eat and eat until I can't fit anymore. In the morning, I throw it all up. Sometimes, I'll even go days without eating. I really don't understand. There's only one person who understands what I'm going through right now. Her name is Rosie, and she'll be joining me in this video.
Hi! I'm Rosie. This is hard for me to talk about because I'm not a YouTuber. But then Emma explained to me that since I helped her, we can both help anyone else that's going through an eating disorder just by posting this video.
It all started with a sleepover. We just finished eating pizza, wings, pop, cake, chips, and many more. We were watching a movie until all of a sudden, I started feeling really weird in my stomach. I couldn't help but run to the bathroom. Rosie came knocking on the bathroom door and asked what I was doing and why I was taking so long. I told her that I was just a little bit constipated.
I started getting worried because Emma was taking way too long, so I went back to the bedroom.
When I got to the bedroom, Rosie was already asleep. The next morning, during breakfast, it was a little quiet.
I decided to just tell her what I was thinking.
Rosie said, "I know you weren't just constipated last night. I heard you throwing up. We've known each other since kindergarten. You can talk to me." At that moment, I couldn't think straight. I burst into tears.
Emma started crying, and I stood up and hugged her really tight.
After that, I told her everything. What I was feeling, what I was doing at night and early in the mornings. She understood and took me upstairs to my room. She opened my computer and researched the term eating disorders. It's like she already knew what was wrong with me. How did you know to search up eating disorders?
Well, no one knows this. I know we've been friends since kindergarten, but last year I had like a really big problem. I looked in the mirror and I saw myself different from what I actually was, and I would eat so much, and then like if I would go out with you or my mom or my dad and I would come home, and then in the middle of the night I would just throw it all up. I felt like if I consumed the food and I threw it up, I wouldn't gain the weight. Like I wouldn't have any of the food inside me, so by throwing it up, I wouldn't have it inside anymore. And when I saw you in the washroom and you weren't telling me what was happening, I thought something's wrong. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it, because I did my research and I found so many things.
Is there a name for that?
There's so many different types. Emma, like I was everything would pop up. There was anorexia, there was bulimia, there was binging, there was purging, and there was a whole thing called body dysmorphia. It's like I don't know how to say it, but when you look at yourself, you don't even see what's truly there. It's something completely different. How do you feel when you look in the mirror?
I feel so fat.
Fat? Emma, look at you. You're not fat.
I don't like how I look.
Is it just recent, or is it like how you always felt?
I've been feeling like this for maybe 2 months now.
2 months and you haven't talked to anyone about it?
I don't think my family would understand.
Why?
Because they're too stuck in their...
Like back home?
In Singapore.
I know. My parents didn't understand either, but You know, I even spoke to my mom about it, and at first it was really awkward and I was scared because my parents are so strict and I was scared of getting in trouble. But when I actually was honest with them, they were proud that I told them the truth because it is such a dangerous thing. I don't think you realize, I didn't realize it at first, but it can really harm you.
It doesn't help that my older brother keeps talking about girls. He keeps talking about how girls should dress like this, or how girls should always be skinny and sexy.
But do you even know what that means? Your brother's just in high school. We haven't even gotten to that point yet. Are you scared of not getting a boyfriend?
I don't know.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. I can help you. We can do research, but it needs to stop before it's too late. It can become a really big problem.
Emma, go eat. There's dinner.
Oh my gosh, let's go. I'm so hungry.
Hold on!
What happened? She just asked us to go to dinner.
We're not really on good terms right now.
Why?
Because I tried talking to her about how I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and she lashed out at me. She
What
was
did she
telling me, "Oh, this is why you're so skinny. You need to eat more." When I start eating more, she's like, "You're starting to get fat." What do I do? What do I say to that?
I know, this was like when I was talking to my parents, but then, I don't know, each parent's different, but if you don't have that relationship with your mom, and if you can't talk to her, how are you gonna fix the problem?
I don't know.
What did you do? You just don't talk to her now? Or you guys have tension?
There's a lot of tension. My dad doesn't help either. He tries to help, but
I know, I don't really have a relationship with either of my parents, but when I actually spoke up and I told my mom, like, I throw up all my food and I'm always hungry and I'm scared of gaining weight, she was like, no, it's not healthy, and well, there's so many things that you can do. This is what happened to me. She told me to get treatment, so I had to get therapy done, and then she told me I needed a support group, so she brought me to this place, and I had to be in a group with other people that experienced the same thing as me, and we had to talk about it and share our thoughts. And that's really how I'm getting over the disorder. Maybe you can too. I think if you really put in the effort to try to communicate with her at least one more time and tell her you're in pain, it might not be obviously visible to her, but if you explain to her that you're really hurting inside, she should be able to do something.
I'll try.